Yo, I've been ghosting you cause I'm working. Like, what do you really expect? Money obsessed, cute and sweet, okay, I love how you dress. Man of your talk, give me respect. It's hurting you cause I got the effect. Man of your talk, give me respect. Don't let this shit get to your head. The bag came heavy like metal. Trying to chill but I just can't settle. Drive how I want cause this ain't no rental. My bro, my Jenna like Kendall. Little black dress and the silhouette's mental. Heavy handed, I gotta be gentle. Unsafe numbers, I'm too forgetful. I'm too forgetful. All year been stacking my chips. Next year I wanna take some trips. Loose lips, sink the ship. So I can't even talk the things. G, you ain't bad, you're a simp. I was walking around with a limp. Reason for it, what do you think? What do you think? I've been ghosting you cause I'm working. Like, what do you really expect? Money obsessed, cute and sweet, okay, I love how you dress. Man of your talk, give me respect. It's hurting you cause I got the effect. Man of your talk, give me respect. Don't let this shit get to your head.
Yeah, it's the concrete boy. Pussy. Your BD ain't rich, he broke us. 25,000 that. 25,000 that stroke us. The hood shit with me like, the hood shit sticking with me like a odor. Put it on next, the Liberty biscuit, more charge than my motor. Put my little twin on the plate. He said that getting this money contagious. You bring it hard, I tap on the table, that bitch, she get hit like Vegas. Under the law, I'm not religious, but this money been coming crazy. Beat on the back of your baby. Coming in weekly, what it is, that was love.
Hey guys, what's up? So from now on, I decided to continue all of my live streams in English rather than Turkish. And I will not be speaking Turkish in this live stream. I will be more of speaking in English, and it will be a much better practice for me to, get ready for the future, future opportunities. And I also want to, expand the audience into a more global audience. So let me share my screen. So basically, we will I think build like 3 or 4 different applications at the same time. The first one is my own vibe coding IDE, and which is for my private community, and other ones are like freelance projects that I received from my network. Obviously, the app does not start, so we need to figure this out first. Let me check it out. I think it's because like yesterday I had been working on some like 2 new features. The first one was about Git. The second one was about what was it about? I think I was just let me check the Git history. Yeah, I was. Let me check it out. Yeah, I was just bringing the auth, because like I have auth on my Next.js app, I have auth on my backend. However, I didn't have auth on the desktop app, which is the IDE I'm talking about, like vibe coding IDE. So the first thing that we're gonna do is, I think I have completed some of the phases, but obviously there are some remaining tasks which we need to finish. Let me open Cursor first. Also, we will deploy an application and test it. This is the client's, one of my clients' work. Let me get back to the app. So let's investigate this issue. So, one sec. Let's start with the Claude MD, and then I will switch to the session end of documents. One of them is here. I think this one. The other one is going to be this one. Okay. So 211.0.0.0 git cockpit documents. Then let's use some skills. Use your let me copy these skills. I don't want to write them one by one like this. And then we need to, I think, provide the logs. So let's get the logs and let it check it out. Did we quit out from CLIs? No, we actually continue to build with them. The thing is that, you know, I am currently using CMax, right? But the CMax does not have a file explorer or Git pane or anything that I can do with Git. So basically, I just, you know, focused on my problems and my community's problems, and I decided to, you know, build an IDE that primarily focuses on the people who works with CLIs, you know. And, you know, sometimes we need to check out some of the files, or sometimes, you know, we need to use the Git, but not from, or not with agents, but from UI. So I brought all of them into one application. However, the application does not start. That's the problem. So let's proceed with this. Logs. Let me go up. And let's tell this guy that I need you to examine the logs provided below. The app does not start and I don't know why. Could you please figure out and fix it? So I think in this way, this guy will be checking it out. So how many people watching? Oh my God, we have like 30 people watching this live stream, which is quite nice for the first day. The second one, I think it will be like, let me switch the codex first, because like we gonna, okay, we have a new update. Let me just do the update first. So we're gonna migrate an old application to the new one that we have recently built. I have the database, I have the source code. However, the old system is quite different than the new one that I built. So it's a big hassle. It's gonna be a big hassle. Hey, Brad, welcome. We have switched to English once because we can. Okay, let's see the Claude MD, but I need to explain all the things we need to do to this guy, and it has to be in detail. You know, it needs to be very detailed because we cannot make mistakes. For the first time, congrats. Yeah, this, I mean, it's not the first time that I'm in front of the camera and speak in English, but in this channel, I think this is the first time I do live streams in English. So yeah, this is the fast. All right, so we're gonna read Claude MD. We're gonna read the schemas. We're gonna read what we're gonna read: the architecture, the repo map, the package JSON file, and then let's start planning out. First, what are these skills, man? Jesus, bro, where? Okay, it says an app. I see now. Okay, these are apps, but I don't want to see apps. I just want to see skills. Let me just give me a second, man. I need to turn this off. I don't want to see apps. Apply network proxy restrictions to sandbox sessions, external migration, mentions version 2. Use a unified add mention pop-up for files, folders, apps, plugins. Jesus Christ, no. Nightbot messages. No. It's just I didn't even think about them. We can later on update them. Let's just try to do a live stream in English fast, and then we can figure the rest of it along the way. So I guess we have to see the apps, boys. So let's write the same thing once again: the Claude MD, the architecture, the repo map, the package JSON, turbo JSON, whatever we have that can be helpful. Then I will use the brainstorming skill, software architecture skill, and PostgreSQL database engineer skills all together. And listen to me. So, firstly, we need to explain the migration we're gonna do, and also we need to copy the path. One sec, because I have brought the old database. How can I get the connection string for it? I think it's the same one we have, but the name is different. So let's start with something like this. We have built the new version of the old application that you can review from here at old projects, old backend. That we need to migrate the old database into the new freshly created one. The problem which we want to tackle is that the old database, it has its own database structure, schemas, and so on and so forth. However, we have a new database design, schemas, and database provider. We used to use AWS Aurora, but now we use PostgreSQL 17. Okay. For example, the old one was using different auth, and now we use better auth. Other than that, we currently have the old apps, old backends, source code, and database. You can view database via, let me check it out, the local environment file, but I'm gonna hide my screen because I don't want to flash anything to you guys by mistake. Yes, I was right, by the way. I have just opened all the secrets for you. Okay. Now I'm gonna switch back on. Hi, Sinan, welcome. Okay, so we have provided the database URL. We have the source code, and I think this is it. But we have some, like the things that we need to face and resolve. The first one is that since the old completely changes, we need to, assign new passwords to the users that they can use in order to log into the new app. And we also need to, notify them about the changes. The first one will be that, so we have switched to Bedrock, right? Therefore, we must reset all the passwords we have in the old system and notify users about the changes. Second one is that the database structures are quite different. The schemas and everything, they are quite different. So we need to tell him about this. So we need to create a create a migrator app where we can safely migrate ourselves from the old database to the new one, do our tests, and make sure all of them work properly. The third one is, let's think about it. For example, we have PTR. I mean, we are using PTR, but I think, how are we gonna do it? We have PTR. Oh shit! Stop. We have PTR integration, and the old system have its tables, which we need to taking care of. We don't wanna lose any important information and make it and migrate it safely. Let conduct a comprehensive research and let's discuss what you will have found when you finish. Okay, because we definitely need to discuss this, otherwise we're gonna face some big ass problems, man. Hello, I have been studying software department. Also, I am developing projects daily. Currently, I am using Copilot and Antigravity Pro because of student pack, but it's not enough. Is Claude Pro enough for me? I don't think it is enough for you because Claude Pro currently gives you like few tries and that's all. You will be like just like writing, let's say 3 to 5 prompts max probably. Then in the next 50 minutes it will be finished. I would suggest you to go with Codex, because like ChatGPT's, I mean OpenAI's $20 subscription is much better than the Claude one, because it gives you more space to actually test, try things. And in your case, I think Codex will be more useful to you, and you will be able to work on longer. Why we changed language because of yeah, I decided to change it, May. In Turkish, it started to feel a waste of time, and I know I can do better, and I decided to do better. That's the thing. If we make an AI integrated app, may we want API to user? Bro, I didn't understand what you're talking about. Sorry. Could you please rewrite it with AI and then resend it? The best deal is OpenAI if you don't want to waste your usage limit for basic tasks. Add an OpenCode Go subscription and use them together, which is a very nice recommendation. I completely agree, because like I think OpenCode Go is like $10, right? So if you spend $30, you can basically do everything. It will be nice for you. I don't use Go because I have all the individual subscriptions separately. Even $5 for the first one, which is much better. You should definitely try it out. Enzo, welcome, mate. We have switched languages, so we don't in Turkish. All right, so this guy has figured out something, but the thing is that I have recently shared this in Turkish, but if you are just seeing this, you probably don't know. So the thing is now that I don't just directly or straightforwardly start the plan mode in any vibe coding apps. I actually first ask this, prompt question, which I have gotten in the past few weeks from another ex user. It really makes sense, by the way. And when you make them double check the plan that they have prepared, they find some like bugs, loopholes, problems. They notice them, they fix them, and now you will get a better result at the end. So you return back to Claude code, or etc., instead of using open source models. Enzo, I have all of them. I have Claude Code, I have Codex, I have Cursor, I have Antigravity, which comes with Google Ultra. I have Minimax. I like whatever you call, I have it. However, I just want to go American right now. But it depends on the tasks, okay? Because for example, if we complete this long running task, after the task gets after it gets completed, what we're going to do is, for example, we're going to use Grok build model, we're going to use Timmy, we're going to use GLM to review the code and find the bugs, loopholes, mistakes, flaws, everything. Then we will fix it when the reports, prepared. We're gonna fix them once again with Codex. But I use those Chinese guys. So the audience method, my ex tweet, that I just shared here, it doesn't. It only has one likes, one like. The audience didn't like it that I switched English. But in the long term, it's going to be much beneficial for me and for my brand. Turkey is a dead end, boys. The whole thing is a dead end. Thanks, Brock, for the like. I'll just continue like this for like 6 months and see how is it gonna go. Don't give a fuck about that. You choose the right way. Yeah, I think so. I think so. It seems to me that I was just in a mud, like big ass, a chunk of mud that I was just trying to move. But since I'm in a mud, it's not possible, right? And the community and the society, it's all negative, and it makes you think. Can I meet with better people? Can I see more positive people? How can I do that? So it came to the switching languages because I've seen some proofs for a long time. So how should legacy active listings land in the new app during the first migration rehearsal? Publish active. Legacy active listings become public when required fields map cleanly. Residual rows land pending for review. Okay. Publish active. I think our fix is ready. Even if I, open these live streams and just speak to myself, it's still going to be beneficial because I will be practicing my English, right? So it's just win-win. When you look at this in this perspective, it's just win-win. And if the things go well, then it's a pretty much big win. By the way, today I tried Grok's, motivation mode where you speak to an AI model, voice mode actually. And this mode is like 18 plus, okay? It's for adults. And the thing is that, I asked some ideas and this woman, I picked a, female voice. Bro, look, the thing she said like completely, without I'm changing anything. It said, listen up, you weak ass builder. Jesus Christ. The start was something like this, okay? I have talked about a big chunk of like ideas. And this woman started with, listen up, you weak ass builder. So it was a nice slap, to the cheek. It's fun to speak with it. You did a lot of things to make Turkish community better. Unfortunately, it didn't work. Yeah, it didn't work out as expected. I mean, it could have been better. However, it doesn't. It's not worth it, mate. It's not worth it. The good audience will continue to support you. Let's go. I completely agree. I completely agree. So I will try this way as well. We will see how it goes. But I think it will be much and much better, because like the global people, they are more supportive. I can accept, moving along. No problem for me. Even doing this live stream, you need to have some balls coming up here. So I have some. Okay, how should migrator treat legacy PTR state tokens? Preserve token metadata payment history, but require users to resave cards before any new recurring charge. Okay, yeah, I think we can do this. This is accepted by the owners of the application, so I will accept it. Email plus SMS. Yes, we will do it. Archive ledger. Preserve historical orders, items, payment links for audit and support, but do not recreate old card product workflows. Convert eligible old orders products into new marketplace sales model requiring more mapping and validation. All right, so I think we will need these, but I don't know how it's gonna be. Let's try with this one, and later on maybe we can, you know, try with mapping them. All right, that's started. Map to marketplace. Convert eligible old orders products into a new marketplace sales model. Hmm. Yeah, we can try it out. I think we should. Not the orders, but the products. The fuck? Okay, archive ledger. Recommended. Preserve history. Okay, let's just archive ledger. Let's take the easy way. Hi, Shimosilla, welcome, mate. Aggregate archive, migrate useful daily listings, summaries, and keep raw events in backup archive, avoiding a huge core cut overload. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Codex is quite smart, by the way, when you use extra high reasoning. Yeah, I tried it. I even shared a tweet about it. I mean, it's fast, like lightning fast, but it's not that smart. It's not that smart. Migration source actually legacy media files from. Provides export the old uploads or object storage files, then copy verified public assets. So yes, exactly. Recover and rehost. Bro, Codex is a good migrator. Do we even have skills for migration like this? I think we should create one because I don't think everybody can, easily explain this. How should unsupported legacy modules like career, CD, graphic design tasks, promotion tasks, and old admin only workflows be handled? Archive only directives. Yes, archive only. Um, I I don't know. They say that 50% decrease. They have decreased 50% as far as I have heard, but I am not quite sure. Snapshot window. Take a final legacy DB media snapshot. Pause. Old write briefly. Migrate verified and switch traffic. Yes. Channel transformation. You should put end goal enthusiastic pet to $1 million. $1 million. Yeah, maybe. Maybe I can do that in the future. Disposable local target. Restore source locally. Bootstrap a fresh target DB without touching staging. Yes, exactly. Let's do it in here first, then we will bring those to the staging. Okay, now conservative should be with the legacy elevated rules. Map clear admins, providers, resellers, but put unsupported legacy admin roles into review needed access until approved. Yes. Do you have any insider info about Minimax? They are about to lose the race. No one talks about them when 3.0. I don't know. It's like Minimax's communication is a little bit complicated. These guys are, I believe that they are very busy and reaching them out, you know, speaking to them is it's not as easy as it was. However, uh, I think they are working in on 3.0 and it will soon be released. I don't know when, but I think in the next few months, probably June or July, we will see it. And it will be a multimodal, so it will be like Kimi K point, 2.6. Um, you will just paste the images and it will understand them. Today, all models are good. You must start it. All things. Yeah, I agree. All models are good enough to build things, generate redirects, create legacy redirects for old school listing, consulting pets very clean, new canonical URL exists. Oh yeah, here you. Nice one, nice catch here. So we have Turkish and English in the new application, which is it uses SEO specific routes, but the old one does not have these. How should old subscription payment status affect the new entitlement? Strict current state. Only clear active current subscriptions create active paid entitlements. Cancel past due pending stay historical. Exactly. Jeez, man, we're gonna get a lot of questions, I guess. How this shit has taken this long? Jesus Christ. Hmm. Okay. Yeah, okay. It cannot connect to the backend. DeepSeek permanently sets the price of V4 Pro to 1/4 of the original price. Then they're gonna win, which is awesome news. Exactly. Exactly. I have heard a lot about these guys, but I haven't tried yet. I haven't tried the DeepSeek version 4. It doesn't really excites me that much. I mean, it's a nice model, but I have a lot of nice models. Uh, how should legacy email contacts be treated as already verified in better out? Import contacts, but might verification through new email. No, trust old contacts, just trust them. It beats, say, 2.6 and 3.5 Flash, in my opinion. It can. It can. I think they need a coding plan, you know? I don't think they will do it because, like, coding plans, they are not profitable, you know? Look at GLM, look at other guys. Nobody profits from them. Maybe Claude, I don't know how. I mean, Claude does not profit from the coding plans, but from the enterprise. How should legacy provider ownership map to the new management? Create one institution workspace per legacy provider with their school centered as campuses and listings. Create a new separate workspace. No. What do you mean by institution workspace? Group by owner. Okay. Okay, what interface should the first migrator version expose? CLI plus reports. Yes, exactly. Safest, fastest for rehearsals. Exactly. I agree. I think we're gonna, answer more questions since the migration is a big thing to do. So should legacy, inactive, or soft deleted institutions listings be handled archive, not runtime? Exactly. Yet the worst deal is do not have any coding plan. At least we can use open code and craft. Yes, do open code has DeepSeek version 4? If it has $5, like, or even $10 is nothing. I can trade out. Encrypted archive. For archived legacy PTR tokens, how much sensitive token data should be copied into the new target? Store legacy U token values encrypted, access restricted, with reports showing only redacted fingerprints. Okay. Yep. Oh, I see then. Okay, then it makes sense, Maybe I can try OpenCode Go and see how the DeepSeek version 4, you know, does. I think because I opened the music at the start, which YouTube has given me some warnings, really cut the reach of our live stream. I mean, we are doing good with 72 viewers, but nobody speaks. We can make it. We can make 1453 music's archive with. Yeah, I'm actually thinking about it. Not like an. I mean, it's just I thought about this because like sometimes I really want to go to Suno AI and create some music. All right, in order to listen while I'm working on projects, right? It makes sense. It makes me focus better. However, I couldn't I couldn't find the time to work on. But I will try it out. I will even put it into Spotify. I will try. But I don't know if Spotify accepts AI generated music, even if it's just piano. So once again, we will not just accept the plan mode, we will ask it to, revise the strategy, find all possible loopholes, suggest proper fixes, and run this loop until you are factually 100% confident in the new strategy. This thing really works, guys. You should definitely try it out. There are good background tracks. We don't have to use copyrighted ones. I mean, if we create the music, then there will be no copyright, right? But I don't want to put music. The problem is that you can listen music while listening me or like watching me, and you may not want to listen the same music while watching me. So I don't want to put some constraints on this. But on the other hand, it could be fun. We must try it out in the future. We will progress. We will make it better. Did this completed? Jesus Christ, man! It's been like ages, and it is still trying to finish this shit. Jeez. It will be only noise, like instrument sounds doesn't have lyrics. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, when you say noise, is it about like, is it positive or negative? You mean like it will be only instrumental music where we don't have the lyrics? Okay, so this guy tells me that it has finished, but I think we could give um more more tasks to it. I've forgotten some of the words in English. I need to practice more. And this really makes me happy, because I know that while I'm speaking here, I'm actually, progressing for a better future. How much credit do you have on Cursor, sir? Um, Jeng, I think I have 7 grand currently, but it has a week. No, not 7 grand. It's like 6.9 grand. But I have like 7 or 8 days to finish this. Okay. After that, I don't know how much I'm gonna have. Probably zero. Probably zero. Absolutely positive. When you don't talk, the stream sounds like it stopped. You're right. You're right. So I think I must bring some instrumental music. Um, okay, if we can make it, yeah. Or maybe I can find something, you know, um, what would you call, like not copyrighted. But the problem is that I need to share the stream, okay, with the sound. And when I share like this, I don't know if I will have the 100% control on the voice levels. I must check it out. All right, so let's just commit and push this, and then proceed here with the rest of the tasks, because I don't think I have completed all of it. We may still have more phases. I can see it. Okay, let me check this one out. Phase 3. Okay, I think we can just copy and paste it. Bring here, paste it, then just make it read the latest session end of document from here. Not this one. Yes, this one. What's called 2205000. Okay, documents. Use the skills and let me find the other ones. I think it was like permits, theory, off. And from here, we can put all the other things like phase 5. Okay, I think we have completed phase 5. But I will still put it here. Phase 6, phase 7 documents. You will complete all the remaining phases. Okay. Conduct a comprehensive investigation to identify all of our needs and our current status. Yes, push it. Let's go back to the other one. Okay, it's still investigating and finding the loopholes. I switched to English, mate. I will not continue in Turkish. This one here. I think I dazzled everyone with switching English, like suddenly switching to English. No one was expecting this, but I was thinking about this for a while. It was just bugging me every night when I was trying to sleep. I knew I could do better, but I just wasn't. So 300 plus. 140. No, it's like 440. Paste this to Gemini 3.5. Okay. Okay, man. Thank you. Thank you. I will change them. You're right. I will change them. Let me change it. Let me just change it. Yeah, it says Turkish. I just seen it. But I don't know where to change it. Can I change them while I'm on live? Creator dashboard. Let me check it out. No, not because you don't. Not because I expect you to do not understand. Oh, it's not because of that. I just decided to switch to English from Turkish. Yes, we're gonna go global, mate. Thank you, Lucy. Have a nice day, mate. I think I will. Okay, I don't think. I just don't know where to. Oh, I found it. I found it. Okay, so English will be, sorry, language will be English. Um, can I put vibe coding tag? There's no vibe coding tag. Is there any coding? Jesus Christ. Claude, ChatGPT, Gemini, tag, AI, AI slope. Jeez. Okay, AI. How about vibe coding? Okay, we have vibe coding. Also English tag. Okay, English. Save it. All right, I changed it. I hope they all are updated. It's changed now, right? But I have two English tags now. How the hell I'm gonna change it? Give me a sec. Look, I only have one here. Okay, okay. So let me pick more. We have programming, vibe coding, ChatGPT, Claude coding, Gemini. How about cursor? Oh, we have cursor. How about anti-gravity? Oh, we have one. Okay. Anti-gravity. How about codex? Okay, we have codex. How about Claude code? Okay, I cannot. I cannot. Okay, Claude. Oh, we have Claude code. All right, save it. Jeez, one sec. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. I need to remove one. Let me just remove Gemini. Who thinks about them? Okay, now it's changed. Now I hope we will see more. It's English. It's English, the title now. The all titles are English, but the problem is that the settings were different. Did Cursor get the new update where it is different now? Um, I think it is different now. But how different? I don't know. It's just it works. You can use it. Okay, what it says, phase 6 best backward compatibility analysis, PRB already hard removed. Okay, skip the bridge. Hard break is shipped. Okay, yes. So how about this one? Phase 7 telemetry delivery scope. The Planix list allows and no op stop server side for version 1.5, 1.0. What ships in this run? Local SQLite events, local full pipeline, drain emissions, real server endpoint, rights, and the fuck? Do we really need this one? Hmm, bro. I switched to English, Onur. Okay, so full pipeline SQLite version 13 drain emissions a real server endpoint that writes to the existing audit pipeline MongoDB. Why do we even need like telemetry? I don't think. Why do we need the telemetry for? Yes, NS, we have switched to English, mate. So this is not Codex. This is Cursor. Okay. Um, I use Codex in CLI. I don't use um, the the application. Only when I go outside for when I need to use the Codex app from the phone, Android. Uh, Thank you, Tuna. Welcome, mate. It's nice to see you here. How have you been? It's been a long time, mate. Been a long time. So eventually, I switched. You know. So given the context, what's your actual need for Phase 7? Server logs are enough for now. I don't know to capture only share all events. Drain thread IPC delivery. One sec. Success measurement, the binding country. The deployment sequence in the plan gates promotion through phases on gate passed, gate shown, sign in failed, sign in started. Without local telemetry, you may not measure the desktop side. Server logs only see successful exchanges. They cannot see users who launched the app but never clicked sign in, users whose browser opened but never deep linked, lockout detection during rollout. Okay, okay. So let me answer this. Yes, differ phase 7 entirely. Each 4 30-day desktop absolute timeout, no part of phase 6, phase or phase 7, 3, but listed in the phase 5 follow-up. Reference in the phase 7 support RAM book, currently expiring soon, 24 hours instead. Include H4 at 30-day desktop on session timeout server side. Okay. Like every month they can re-log in. All good. Okay, continue. Okay, let's build and deploy this app. Well, how about this one? Implement the migration safety foundation. Okay, let me check it out. Let me just enter this. So it will create a session end of document. Because like session end of documents are very important, guys. Because like when you switch to a new session, you want your AI agents to know what have you finished recently, right? What have you accomplished? What have you been doing? So I don't really need to, re-attach all the files. I will just attach the session end of document and they will automatically know which files to read in order to understand the last session. Okay, so it has wrapped up the plans. However, we need to ask once again, are you 100% confident in this strategy? Because if you are not, then we have a problem. Hey, Summit, welcome, mate. I switched to English, and I think it's been the best decision I have ever made for a long time. Even right now, I feel better. There's like less negativity, you know? What happened to the Thermos, sir? Thermos is being developed right now. We are actually working on Thermos. I have just brought the authentication to the Thermos app, the desktop app, and it needs to, connect to the server, and we will try to log in. That's a much better idea. Good luck. Thank you, mate. Thank you. Maybe in the future we can do a, live stream in English. That will be so much fun to have. I think you should, by the way, you should also switch to English because, like, the Turkish one makes you sick. Oh, Baha, welcome, mate. Uh, Singapore. It's an expensive but fantastic country. The country itself is not that expensive, like going out for dinner. However, the rents are expensive, the hotels are expensive. Bro, I recently, like, I think it was like a couple days ago, I saw a tweet. There was a girl, a woman, I mean. It's been like 17 years that she's been living in the Singapore, and she still couldn't get the passport, passport. It's like they don't let her be a Singaporean. I don't know whatever it's called. So like they defend the country like I have never seen. You know. All right. What do you think about Open Code Go, especially especially a student who new started to designing and developing with AI, want to new projects and learn build architectures with AI? Does it make sense? Um, I don't know. It's like I already know these things, so for me, all of them make sense. But for you, I think it's like learning with AI is hard and easy at the same time. It's hard because like I have recently seen some of the research about this, like learning with AI, right? So the researchers, they showed that the results showed that if you work with AI, you are less tend to remember the things you worked on. Okay, it makes you forget. However, if you work on them without AI, you are more tend to remember them. So it's kind of, it's like double-edged sword, you know, double-edged sword. So drop H4, ship PR4 only, defer H4 properly scoped server initiative, expand H4 to 3 PR, server first sequence, DB migration, bigger commitment, Rust plus render settings toggle, bigger commitment, full feature. Yes, full feature. So, like Open Code Go can help you get started. Okay. But if you are thinking about learning something, I don't know if vibe coding is going to be very helpful on that. However, if you think about the speed that AI is improving on, like everything is like fast forwarding it. So I think you must definitely do vibe coding, okay? Because otherwise, when you learn all the things, like the people around you have already, built applications, built startups, they will have built, all of those things. So I think you must split it. Like one session, you will do vibe coding, and one session you will just focus on learning and you will not touch any AI. I think this is the middle ground of it. Oh, we are always waiting. All right, so we have received the session handoff. So what's the next step? So what is the next logical step from here? Let's ask it out. Okay, I guess we are ready to deploy this one, but I must reset the database. All right, so we should create and review the required migration config files. Migrator package map legacy package codes like okul ilan, okul özel for new plan entitlements behavior. Migrator section map, resolve the three ambiguous tutoring rows with non-tutoring educational levels. Log all edit fixes for dirty city district rows before any row can publish. Legacy media root, point the migrated the actual legacy uploads object store export so it can verify and later rehost. Jesus Christ. So there are like 5,642 images or videos which we need to um, migrate. It's the highest risk decision. Okay. Okay, let's proceed there. So will we just run it or build it, code it fast? I don't know what's the current situation. All right, the plan is ready. Let's proceed. When we finish this, we will be ready to actually test this out in the local development environment. I will just start the app and try to log in to the application, and we will see if we can. Okay, so we need to code the next phases fast. Right now, App Migrator is a safely pre-flight foundation. It can inspect the old database, create the config override files to dry run blockers, code the actual apply phases behind the existing gates, run, dry run until blockers are 0, run, apply, execute against disposable fresh target DB. So we should not just run it for migration, we should build the right migrator next. Okay. So did I just compact it? No, I haven't. Okay, so we're gonna do this. Okay, we're gonna do this. So let me just compact this. After the compaction, we will switch to plan mode and we will plan the next phase of the migrator. This shit is huge, man. Right, so let's start. Let's start with use your brainstorming, software design, software architecture design, PostgreSQL database engineer, and modular code skills, and listen to me. We need to comprehensively discuss and plan the next phases regarding our migrator. Read your last response below before the compaction and proceed from here by asking me all the necessary questions. Do not hold yourself back. Your last response was this. Okay. So I will be open to all kinds of, ideas, and do not hesitate to ask. Let me drink some water, man. Bro, did Claude just? Jeez, is this real Claude? Bro, Claude has started a live stream. Is this even real? No, this is a fake channel, right? Let me check out the videos. Yes, this is. One sec. Is there any video that I have watched? No. So 3 weeks ago, 1 month ago, but the 5 million. Okay, I think this is an official Claude channel, and they actually live stream, guys. Look at this. Claude FM, music for thinking and building. Okay, let me try this one out. Interesting. Yeah, they really have a music. Did this finish? Like mostly, yes. Okay. What should the first real write migrator be responsible for migrating into new runtime? Migrate launch critical runtime data, preserve non-core legacy data as audit archive for later use. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Thanks, Brock. Have a nice day, mate. I will probably leave in like 30 minutes or something. I don't know. Um, preserve live. How should migrated legacy listings appear in new public site immediately after cut over? Import listing as draft. No, no, legacy active. Non-deleted listings become public after validation. Invalid or unresolved rows stay blocked pending. Paid first. Publish only listings with active paid entitlement. No, just preserve the live ones. Jesus. Okay. So when importing legacy users into Betterment, how should valid legacy contact channels be treated? Okay. Yes, trust contact, sorry, not contracts. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. The fuck? So, okay, it works. How should active legacy paid subscriptions and PTR tokens data behave after my preserve active access payment order history active archive legacy reserve migrate subscription non-renewing until users add a new card? Yes. Okay, this is right. This is correct. Right, so for legacy tables that are not mapped into runtime version 1, what archive model do you want? Manifest safe archive. So it says, let me switch the music first. Okay, it says something like, "Hey Rafusnet, welcome mate. We have switched to English. We don't speak Turkish anymore." So for legacy tables that are not mapped into runtime version 1, what archive model do you want? Manifest, store reducted run item payloads, and checksum export manifests in the new database. Keep raw dumps encrypted outside runtime. Copy raw legacy rows into a separate target schema, increasing target DB size and secret handling risk. I don't know. Okay, let's manifest. How strict should be migrator be about legacy media files before publishing migrated lists? Require every public listing image log reference the published listing to present and rehost it. Missing private unused files become warnings archive. Best effort. I think best effort is it will be okay for us. We can later on, put someone to fix them. We don't really need to 100% correct because this is a big migration, a lot of tables. How should legacy schools be represented as better organizations and management? Create one institution organization management account per legacy school. Users who own multiple schools get multiple workspaces. I think cannot we use just one workspace? Create one workspace per legacy owner user and place all their schools listings under that exactly per owner workspace. How should it happen to legacy skills listings have no valid user or owner cannot be migrated? Import them workspace publish if valid, make them claim. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Okay. So you didn't understand the agent agent logics. Yes, you have to. You have to subscribe to them. No, they don't just answer in English. You can actually speak to them in Turkish. They will understand you. But it depends what you want to accomplish. What target database state should apply execute support for the language? Fresh target only. Apply to only freshly migrate seeded target with canonical reference data fail if runtime legacy data already exists. Um, okay, let's try with fresh target only first. It will be easier, right? What cut-over model should migrator be designed for? Freeze or snapshot legacy writes, run migration once into a fresh target, verify, then switch traffic. Offline import, use a fixed existing dump only, no live legacy cut-over support for data handling. Use a fixed existing dump only, no live legacy cut-over support or delta handling. Hmm. It's like, yeah, we only have the current DB dump which we can use, and I will also provide you what was the Bunny CDN details to fetch all the media. We host two R2 exactly. No. Uh, separate notify command. How should migrate users be notified about password? Exactly. Separate notify command. Do not auto apply after. No. Separate notify command. We will trigger this when we need it. Um, chemical. We actually we used to do it in Turkish. I have if you see the live stream history, you will find my Turkish live streams. However, I decided to switch, mate, because the Turkish one is a little bit negative at the end. Okay, so I needed to filter them out, and the English is the is the power I have. Where should non-secret migration override config files live? Non-secret migration override config files. Commit save JSON config files in the migrate rep, so every rehearsal and final run uses read mapping. Exactly. Version config. What should happen to legacy analytics events in version 1? Do not import raw events into runtime. Exactly. Uh, aggregate only. I think we could just archive them. I mean, they are not even useful, guys. It's like they have showed me the analytics that they had. They are not even useful. Okay, it's not even working. So, what legacy content should version 1 migrate into runtime? Migrate blogs, listing announcements, and approved visible reviews, archive support, jobs, private site table. Okay, let's migrate these ones. How should legacy privileged user types map into the new access model? Parents become parent student, educator consulting staff with own listed become institution manager members, administering become super admin, reseller admin, archive differ unless dealer backing is created. Oh, okay. Let's use this one. Conservative runtime. I mean, we will see and talk about these. Opus is enough a project want to modify the harmless or blind people PC control. I don't want to use connects. Bro, I still don't understand. It's like Opus is enough For what? For a project? So you want to modify her, like Hermes, the AI app like OpenClaw, okay, for blind people. Okay, so you are trying to modify Hermes for blind people to control their PCs, and you don't want to use Codex, as far as I understood. Okay, you are trying, mate. It's I can give you that. Require existing user account. Require configure the instance parameters to the user in the target DB and fail if it is missing. Uh, yes. Yes, project modify. Yes, I don't want to use. But why don't you want to use Codex? I mean, Codex is very powerful. I mean, I have Opus, all right? I have Claude Code, and I like Opus. However, the problem with Opus is that you can discuss product features, product ideas, like anything except important architecture. Because when I do it with, Opus, it always fail. Maybe the problem is the plans that I do. Like I am tend to create big plans, like big phases, and maybe I need to make them smaller and more modular for Opus. But other than that, if you need engineering, you will need Codex. If you need a product-wise co-founder, then you need Opus. HQNet, welcome. Yes, we have switched to English and we will go global from now on. We will stir it up because Claude APIs is okay. So, are you talking about, when we talk about Claude Code, are you talking about the API or Claude Code? Because, like, sorry, when we talk about Opus, are you talking about the APIs or Claude Code? Because if we are talking about APIs, then Claude is a powerful model. I ask, oh, I see now, I see. Then it's different, okay? Because I have used Sonnet in the API. I didn't use Opus because Opus is a little bit expensive, but it's a fantastic model. But I would still try something else, like Grok, for example. Have you tried Grok 4.3? Because I have been using Grok 4.2 and 4.3 in some of my projects for analyzing things, making decisions, and Grok 4.3 is awesome. Let me tell you that. It's like it's very cheap, it's easy to use, and it's successful model. I think you should definitely try Grok 4.3 instead of Opus because like there's a big ass difference when it comes to pricing. So maybe the next migrator phase add minimal target schema for migration manifest checksums if existing tables are insufficient. Yes, do it. Muratcan, welcome mate. Hi. How are you today? All right, so what verification bar should block the final migration from being considered with automated sample query? Require automated country consolidation, reconciliation, check plus, text plus sample public dashboard payment media query on a disposable target. Yes, yes, please. Sheesh. All right, this one is completed. So let us create a new session end of document. How should we structure apps migrator before implementing real write phases? Um, modular fast, modular fast. Bro, this is gonna take hours. And it's almost 2 hours for the first live stream. Given that 938 legacy schools are ownerless, how should custody be grouped? Per school custody. Create one home workspace per ownerless school, preserve isolation, and easier future claim transfers. Yes. Hmm. Okay. Which architecture approach should I use? Just modular phases, mate. Modular phases. All right. So he says, brother, hi. Should I proceed with $100 Claude or four different $20 accounts ChatGPT? Why don't you just buy five different ChatGPTs instead of four? I think you should get $100 ChatGPT account. You don't need Claude, trust me. But if you can get Claude, it's a very nice to have. Yes, approve this one as well. Approve. All right, approve once again. How much longer are you planning to continue the stream? I think like 10 or 15 more minutes. Okay, we speak English, okay? Because we have to pay fucking tax and ChatGPT Pro, I think 100 plus $20 what? Yes, Wanderberg, you're right. So you can actually pick another country like USA and enter a US bin and you will still pay 100, my friend. Global vibe coding. Global coding vibe is live. Hello, everyone. Hey, Fatih. Welcome, mate. We're gonna aim for global, boys. Shit. Once again, we want to, ask ChatGPT to reconsider his planning, his strategy. Thanks, bro. You saved my life and money. Of course, man. That's why I am here. That's why we are here. It's nice to hear that. Right, this guy says I am not 100% confident. Fix okay, archive loophole. So it has hardened its strategy. Okay, let's try it out, mates. Bro, this Opus 4.7 with extra heights, it's so slow. It's like a turtle, mate. Jesus Christ. Sheesh. Did you ever use CodeGraph for CodeGraph? What is CodeGraph? I don't know what is CodeGraph. One sec, one sec. Okay, there was nothing. So let me just write CodeGraph. Pre-indexed, what it says? Pre-indexed code knowledge graph for Claude, code codec, cursor, and code fewer tokens, fewer tool calls. So what it is exactly for token optimized. I use RTK, but this is something different. So it says language TypeScript 10K files cost 35% cheaper, 73% fewer. But how does it? How does full text search, smart context building, impact analysis? Can you write in the chat which one? RTK? Of course, RTK, GitHub. This one. Let me just send it out for you. I use this one. This this is like it says tokens on the command, not like the code graph. Okay, it's much different. But I am using this one, and it's really efficient. You know, it really makes difference. Sheesh. All right, guys. I think this stream will be it for today. But we will continue later on in the next few days. Yes, for saving tokens, Jing. Exactly. It really saves tokens. By the way, I have been look. For example, if I go back to Codex, if you look at my screen, let me find the command that it runs. Look, it says RTK SED, RTK, always RTK. So it really says token, and my sessions they are tend to go longer because of this, application. I think it's only working on Mac OS, like fully efficient. It has Linux and Windows versions, but in Windows, I think it faces some problems. I don't know. It's been months since then, so it may have been changed. But some users, they notified me about this. How do you use like docs or specs? Like, are you talking about RTK or something else, Wonderberg? Right, so this one is completed and this one is running. RTK, yeah, RTK is just it just it's a proxy for your commands. It's not like documents or specs. It's something much simpler than you thought. Okay, it's not like code graph. Is it for just Claude or do we use it on Codex? You can use it on everything. This is Codex, by the way. This is not Claude. So you can use on everything. So if you just like scroll down to the quick start, it shows you all the tools. Like you can use it on Gemini, Cloud Codes, Codex, Cursor, Windsurf, Klein, Kilocode, Antigravity, Hermes, like everything. I don't know if it works on open code, but I think it has. Yeah, look at this. RTK init G open code. You see? So pretty much every vibe coding tool is here. Even in Antigravity. By the way, I haven't used the Antigravity one. Let me try this one out. So let me just open a project in Antigravity. Just what the fuck? How can I open a project? New project. Okay. Let me just open a project. Let's say full stack entrepreneur. Okay. This is a real project, not the main, for God's sake. Mac boy. Let's go with the Mac boy. Okay. So create, start first conversation. So we have a project here. Let me just go there from the terminal. Okay. Clear this one out. And I will just call RTK init agent anti-gravity. But I have already installed this by Homebrew into my macOS, okay? So when I call this, it's actually, I think, global, but I don't know, agents, rules, anti-gravity, RTK commands for, token savings. Should I use the G command? Because these guys have G command. Should I? I think we don't use G command because they haven't used G command. Some of them. So it's just basically this. This is it, you know. And you will notice that your sessions will actually go longer by this plugin. Okay, the first phase of the migrator is completed. Let us also use the session and go. All right, guys, I think this will be it for today. Thank you for joining the live stream, and do not forget to subscribe and like this live stream. We will be continuing this live streams in the future, probably like tomorrow, the other day, and it will be all in English, not in Turkish anymore. All right, take care, boys. Have a fantastic day. Have a fantastic night. See you.